Good morning students, welcome to the session on Excel Foundation. In our Excel Foundation session, we have started our third unit. In that we are discussing about the tables. Okay, in the previous session we have seen how we will be creating the table, how we will be inserting the table, and how we will be styling our tables, how we can create our new styles. Okay, by default your Excel contains number of styles, but if you don't like them, if you want to have a new style also, you can create your own style and you can apply onto your tables that we have seen in the previous lectures. And in today's session we are going to see how we people insert the columns into your table, how we will be deleting the columns into your table, what are the shortcuts that we can use, and how we will be changing those things that we are going to see in our today's session. And the selection of your table, how we will be selecting the part of the table and how we will be selecting the columns, rows, that we are going to see in our today's session. Okay, I hope it is clear. See ma, every time when I am giving the lecture, I am not placing the notes in your group. Why? Because already I told you people about the material. Okay, I don't want to discuss that in the video. Okay, just because of that only I am not placing the notes. Okay, now let us start our today's session. See, in our today's session we are going to discuss what? Navigating in the table, or else the selection of table, I can say selection of rows, columns into your tables, I can say. How we are going to do that, we are going to see in today's session. Okay, now consider the yesterday's table. Okay, this is our table where I have applied my table style. Now I will be in a table and I will make that in a normal style. Okay, let us take this style. Okay, consider this is my table. Observe your screen. Okay, so that you can easily understand what we are going to discuss. See, when we are in a table, we can navigate. See, when we are in sheet, see, this is your table, and when I am in a fifth row, I will be in a sheet. Okay, whenever you are finding a small arrow mark at the corner of your table, think that this is the end point of your table. Okay, this is your table area. Okay, this G column and fifth row will fall under your sheet. It won't fall under your table, ma. Okay, when I am in a sheet, when I am using the tab key, just observe, I will be moving towards your right cells. Okay, and I can go like this only. Why? Because I am in a sheet. Okay, and see, when I am going for your G column also, if I am in a G column, then also when I am going for tab space, I can go to your right cells. Okay, and by using the cursor control keys also I can move like this. Okay, even in your table range or else out of the table range also you can use the cursor control keys, that is arrow marks onto your keys. But when I am in your table, if you are using the tab space in order to move from one cell to other cell, then see, when I am going for a tab space here, see, I am pressing tab space on your keyboard. You people will be having the tab key. I am pressing that. See, when I have reached the end column of your table, then when I am pressing tab, it will take me to the next row. It won't go for the right cell again. Okay, see, in the next row also, when I am going for the tab space, and it will be taking us to the next row. It won't go to the right cell. It will be taking us to the next row, like this. Okay, we can navigate like this. If you are pressing tab space again, it will be creating one more row into our table. Okay, as you can see, the arrow here at the corner of your table has been incremented to fifth row. Okay, if I am going for the tab space again, it will be incremented to sixth row also. This is the table range. Table range has been incremented to sixth row also. Okay, like this we can use a tab space. Okay, and see, you can even select the columns, you can even select the rows in your table by using the same shortcut keys, same things that we have discussed in case of worksheet. Say suppose if I want to select this column, then I can select it by placing my cursor onto the column name. I can select the column, or else place your cursor into your table and go for control space bar. Control and space bar. See here, when I am in a table, it is selecting only table range of column. It won't select a complete column. Okay, When I want to select the complete column, I will be out of the range or else out of the table, I can say, in your particular sheet, and then I will press Control space bar. Then complete column will be selected. But if you want to select the range that is present in your table, then be in a table, then go for Control space bar. Okay, like this we will be selecting the column in your table. Okay, by placing on the column header, just directly it will be selecting the column as we have done in the worksheet. The main difference here comes is when you are in your table range, then if you are pressing Control space bar, then it will be selecting the column in your table only. It won't select the remaining part of your worksheet. Okay, and see, in the same way that we have done in your worksheet, we can even select the rows in our table. See, when I am in a table row header, then directly I can select the row of information. When I am in your table range, if I am using the shortcut like Shift space bar, then it will select only that particular row or as the content of the table, I can say. It won't select the remaining part of your worksheet. Okay, see here, this is the remaining part. It is not selected now. Why? Because I was in the range of your table. If I am out of the range, then if I am out of the table, if I am going for Shift space bar, then it will be selecting the complete row. Okay, even out of the range also will be selected by using that shortcut key. Two shortcut keys that we are using is Shift plus space bar for row, okay, and Control plus space bar for column. Okay, do remember that when you are within the range of your table, only table content will be selected. When you are out of the range, then entire column, entire row will be selected in your worksheet, I can say. Do remember these changes when we are coming from table to sheet and sheet to table. Okay, and you can even select the entire table by holding your mouse. Okay, as we have done the selection in your worksheet, I will be placing my cursor in the first cell of your table and I can select the complete range of your table. Like this, I can select RS. Simply, I can place my cursor in your table range. Okay, within the table range, wherever you want to place, you can place. And you can go with the shortcut key called Control A. See the selection now, observe your screen, only the table has been selected. Okay, if I am out of the table, if I am placing my cursor out of the table, I am placing my cursor in the sheet, I am not placing the cursor in our table. Just when I am going for Control A, it will select the complete worksheet, it won't select the table only. Okay, in order to select the table only, you need to go for your table range, place your cursor into your table, and then go for Control A. Only that particular table is selected here. You can place wherever in the table range. Okay, like this you can select your content of your table, your column, your rows of your tables, I can say. In this way the selection will be done. Okay, and see, we will be having one more topic like adding and deleting the rows from your table. Okay, same, when you are in the range of your table, you can place your cursor here and you can right click on this, on which you are right clicking with your mouse, and you can see insert row or column, insert column to the left, insert table row above. Okay, like this you people will be having the options. You can insert the column to the left. Okay, when I am having a right option here, then I can have the column on the left. Like this we can insert the columns, okay, by using the shortcut menu. Okay, and even you can go with this insert. Okay, don't go for this. See, in order to insert the row and column, sorry for the delay. Okay, choose your cells and you can even add the columns like this. Hold your corner of the table and you can drag towards your right. Then automatically columns will be added to the right of your table, and you can delete these columns by holding the corner only. You can come back like this. Okay, when you are adding the cells like this by using the shortcut menu, in the same way you can delete also. Okay, say suppose if I have inserted this, then on right click of this particular cell, then I can delete this also. Delete table column, you can delete that. Okay, like this people will be inserting the columns, inserting the rows, and we can delete the rows and you can delete the columns. Already you people know how you people will be inserting the rows. Okay, by using the tab space also you can insert, or else by holding the corner of the table, then you can drag the number of rows will be inserted into your table. Okay, you can enter the data into that. Like this, we are having different kind of options in order to insert the columns and rows into your table, I can say. I hope it is clear. This is a simple topic. That's the reason I have completed a little bit faster, I can say. I will place the notes for this so that you people can easily understand. Okay, and on Sunday I will be placing the important question in your first unit. Just go through them. It will be very useful for your external. Okay, I hope it is clear to you people. See you in the next one. Thank you.